first nominator, Ms. Coleman, and her nominee is Savannah Garden.
Miss Coleman couldn't be with you, so I am going to present for her, okay? She was extremely excited to have you as a student this year, and she wanted me to read this message to you. Sweet Savannah, you shine bright. From the moment you entered my classroom, virtually, of course, you stood out to me and the rest of your classmates. Everyone gravitated so easily to you as you quickly became a favorite amongst your classmates as well as myself. You are one of my biggest helpers, and I know you're going to be an amazing big sister. Never allow anyone to dim your light. Continue to shine and continue to be great. You will always be a star. Love, Miss Coleman.
Okay, our next nominator and nominee, Ms. Baltodano and Naomi Batson.
Good evening. My name is Mrs. Baltodano, and I chose one of my fourth grade students, Naomi Batson. I chose Naomi because she's a hard worker, always gives her best, and shows perseverance. I love her positive attitude and her will to want to learn. She's a great model student who has great character and a great personality and has a positive attitude about school. With these great qualities, I know she will be nothing but successful in her future. Congratulations, Naomi, and keep up the great work.
Our next nominator, Mr. Forchek, and his nominee is James Bass.
Hey, Lil Jim. Character isn't inherited. One builds it daily by the way one thinks and acts, thought by thought, action by action. And that's what I see you do every day in my class and around the school. So I just want to tell you, keep up the good work. I love what you're doing. I'm proud of you. And I'll see you next week in class, buddy. Take care, dude.
Okay, as you can see, just with the first three nominees, this is what we're all about. This is what we're talking about, the relationship end. And our next nominator, Ms. Harper, and Ms. Harper's nominee is Princess Adams.
Be there today, but I wanted to let you know how super proud I am of you. You have put your best foot forward and you have shown tremendous growth. I hope that you continue to push on through high school and that you meet many new friends and that you continue to succeed in all that you do. Again, I wanted to tell you that I'm proud of you and I hope that you keep up the good work. See ya.
Our next set of nominees is Miss C. Davis, and her nominee is Jordan Bass.
Hey, Jordan. My nominee for this year, this is my first year having a nominee. I didn't have one last year because of the shutdown, but I'm so excited to have Mr. Jordan Bass, my classroom artist. He is also, ladies and gentlemen, please present yourself to Jordan Bass. He has never missed a day, not even virtually. He has logged on. He's always been the first one to log on, and he's the first one in my classroom when we come in the morning. I am so proud of him. Every day I tell him, even if you are not sure of the question and if you're answering it right, always stick to your gut and just give it a shot, even if you think it's wrong. And he always answers a question. He never passes it on to anyone else. I'm so proud of you. Keep up with the art. I love it. Design my next tattoo. Love you. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome, baby.
Next set of nominee, Miss A. Davis, and presenting for Miss A. Davis will be Miss Garrett, and the nominee is Cheyenne Carthen.
All right. Good evening, everybody. I am so proud, first of all, to be able to stand in for Miss Davis. And I am doubly proud to be able to present Miss Cheyenne Carthen with the Award of Teacher's Choice. Cheyenne is a bright spirit, and she walks into the classroom and just gives everybody a light. She's wonderful. She pursues her classwork, And she does over and above what she needs to do when she's presented with a unit of work. She often comes up with extra special things that she shares with her classmates. For instance, when we're studying the gingerbread man, she and her grandma made gingerbread man, and that was virtual, and that was a treat for us. She's made the transition from virtual to in-person learning seamlessly. And we are so proud of her, and we love seeing her bright, wonderful face every day when we walk into the classroom. And I'm sure Miss Davis would be saying the same thing. Cheyenne, congratulations. You are fabulous.
Our next nominator is Miss Stevenson, and her nominee is James Patrick.
Hi, I want to present my James with the Teacher's Choice Award. I'm so excited about it. He smiles every single day. James Patrick came to school from day one with a great big smile. And I can't recall any time that he complained at all. Even though we weren't all together, he still smiled. Thank you for always bringing the sunshine to the classroom. And I look forward to seeing you in September together. I also want to say a smile is contagious. Give it to the world, and the world will give it back to you. You can brighten the days of people around just by smiling. Never stop smiling, even when you have no reason to smile. Take care. Congratulations, Jamie.
Next person is Miss Gonzalez, and Miss Gonzalez's nominee is Kenai Golden.
Good evening, all. So the reason why I chose Kenai for my Teacher's Choice Award is he has shown tenacity in the face of virtual learning. He has shown willingness to present his best work every day. He has an amazing attitude. He's an amazing person, student and peer, and just an overall fun person to be around, both virtually and in the classroom. And because of this is why I chose him. But I just wanted to leave you with this quote because I feel like it was perfect for you. So it was actually by the great Stephen Hawking. And it goes like this: look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Try to make sense of what you see and wonder about what makes the universe exist. Be curious. And I just wanted to tell you, never settle for anything but the best, because you deserve it. And just continue being you, and you will be successful in all that you do. Thank you.
I want to say something about Miss Gonzalez. Miss Gonzalez is a student teacher, works with Mr. Hoover, worked also with Miss Washington, and I just really appreciate that Miss Gonzalez had a nominee. Just about any adult in the building were eligible to have a nominee. So we really want to thank you, Miss Gonzalez, for being a nominator. All right, the next person, Miss Coupland, and her nominee is Jemai Green.
Hello, everyone. Jemai, that's my guy. Jemai, the reason why I chose you is because of your determination. Each and every day, online school has not been, our ideal. And he still pushed through, and he had moments where he would come in and his positive smile and spirit and always checking on how y'all doing? Jemai, please keep that positive spirit. It will take you far. Your dreams will take you far. You want to be a baker? You're going to be that baker. You're going to have that bakery, sir. Okay. Jemai, the quote I chose for you is to believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is nothing inside you, nothing inside that is greater than any obstacle. That is from Christian D. Larson. Keep up the great job, Jemai, and I know you're going to do wonders. Thank you all.
And next, Ms. Del Senor is the nominator, and her nominee is Kennedy Tinley.
Good evening, everyone. Hi, Kennedy. My Teacher's Choice Award goes to Kennedy Tinley. I chose Kennedy because over this past crazy year that we've had, she's really shown such perseverance and dedication throughout all of the remote instruction. And as our hybrid model continues, Kennedy's attendance has been phenomenal. She shows up and she has such a sweet and pleasant disposition. Even when she's tired, she always shows effort and participates. My quote for Kennedy is about perseverance. It says, "Perseverance is not a long race. It is many short races, one after the other." And as I said, I chose Kennedy because of her perseverance and spirit, but because of her dedication, she's really done very well academically too. So Kennedy, I always look forward to seeing you every single day. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work and congratulations.
My next nominator is Miss Walsh, and her nominee is Kalani's Otero Garcia.
Hi, everybody. Miss Walsh here. I hope everybody's having a great night and having fun. This year for Student Choice, I chose Kaylani Garcia. Kaylani has not only showed up every day, and I mean that literally, I think she only has one absence. She has worked every day as hard as she can that she has been here. Kaylani volunteers often. She participates in class discussions. She has never missed an assignment. She has never missed a homework. And she continues to improve in all areas every day. Kaylani is not only a star student academically, she's also a great friend. She is always cheering on her friends and encouraging her classmates to do their best. Kaylani, your dedication to school and your kindness you show others impresses me more and more every day. Continue to love learning and being the great friend that you are. Compete your hardest, dream your biggest, be your greatest, and know that I am so very proud of you.
Thanks, I'm so happy.
I'm so glad that you're happy, Kaylani.
Kaylani, somebody else wants to say congratulations. Bonnie wants to say congratulations too. And her nominee is Zaire Jones.
Hello. My nominee is not only a talented artist, but a great person. He is lighthearted, respectful, goofy, and always a pleasure to have in class. He doesn't know it, but he was the reason why 8th grade was greeted with a smile from Miss Riley each art class during remote learning instead of a plea, lecture, or motivational speech. He was always early to class, and he always greeted me with a smile, a hello, and a how are you. It may seem simple or normal, but during this past year, it was atypical and it meant a lot to me. I was grateful to be met by a friendly face and a warm hello each class. Zaire, that is just one reason why I picked you as my Teacher's Choice nominee this year. You outshine many of your grade level peers during remote instruction. Your strength of spirit, dedication, and ability to have fun while learning are some of the reasons behind your success. Zaire, your differences are your strengths. Continue to have fun, even if it's not the same kind of fun everyone else is having, and you will do great things. Simply put, you're the best.
And our next nominator is Miss Colbia, and her nominee is Tania Lindsay Adams.
Hello, everybody. My nominee is Tania. With so much uncertainty around us, it's refreshing to see consistency. In spite of the challenges presented by virtual learning, Tania has continued to blossom. She has transformed from a quiet and seemingly shy young lady to one of my most vocal students. Well, at least in the chat anyway. She's not afraid to try, even if she's facing something new, even fractions. She keeps me on point in the chat. In addition to her academic growth, it has been a pleasure to see her personality shine through. She's consistently striving, consistently working hard, consistently encouraging other students. And I look forward to seeing your continued growth in the future. Congratulations. I'm super proud of you.
Thank you, Ms. Colbia.
Next is Miss Ware. And Miss Ware's the nominator, and her nominee is Zaire Turner.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Zaire. The quote I chose for you was never give up on what you really want to do. The person with really big dreams is more powerful than one with all the facts. And that was said by Albert Einstein. So I just want to let you know that this year you've shown so much determination. I know the year didn't start out the way we wanted to in class with all of our friends, but you really rolled with the punches this year, and I really appreciated it. You've grown so much, and I'm really proud of the young man that you're becoming. I always enjoy hearing your thoughts and ideas, from games you love to your journals of the week. Keep growing and stay amazing as you head into middle school. When this is all over, I hope to give you a really big hug because I miss those.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Ware. Our next nominator is Mr. Lewis, and his nominee is Eddie. Mr. Lewis, take it away.
All right. So most of you guys know Eddie. When I first started in that classroom in January, when I met Eddie, he took a special place in my heart. He's just one of the kids that was just always did his work. Even if he was out and had a doctor's appointment that day, he would always turn in the assignments. Every day when I would see him, he would always put a big smile on my face with maybe some of his like quirky dad jokes that he would tell me in the beginning of class, or like at the end to maybe like, hey, why don't we try this out, and give me ideas to help kind of motivate the class or change direction on the class as well. Always during breaks, he would always show us Pete the cat and all of his great stuffed animals that he would have with him, and it always put a smile on our faces. And he was just probably one of the best kids that I've ever did. He takes a special place in my heart. So congratulations, Eddie.
Okay. Next is nominator Miss Washington, and Miss Washington's nominee is Jordan Chris.
Woohoo! All right, Jordan Chris. Since September, others may have faltered, but Jordan has not only persevered, she's thrived. When we had check-ins and we would bring each student into a breakout room, Jordan confessed that she didn't have many distractions. She could focus. She didn't mind online learning. When we would ask questions in class, I could always count on Jordan to respond, usually aloud, when most students would choose silence or write in the chat. She made teaching fun and worth it. Her curiosity, interest, and participation have been encouragement and motivation for me. Thank you so much, Jordan. The quote that I chose was, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style." Girl, you are stylish. And that was by Maya Angelou. I wish you the absolute best in your future endeavors. Thank you so much for making teaching fun and enjoyable.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you, Miss Washington. Congratulations, Jordan Chris. And moving right along is Miss Carter, the nominator, and her nominee is Ava Watkins.
Okay, hello everybody. Like Mr. KJ just said, my nominee is Ava Watkins. Earlier, when I was trying to write something up to say about Ava and why I chose her for this award, I found a quote on Google about overcoming adversity, and I thought it was very fitting for her. The quote says, "You can't be brave if you've only had wonderful things happen to you." And Mary Tyler Moore said that. If you are someone who didn't know Ava, based on her kind and assuring demeanor, you might be inclined to think that only wonderful things have happened to her. She shows up every day in class, always with a kind word and willing to lend a hand to her classmates. She is super supportive and often the first to congratulate a classmate who has done well or received recognition. She is one of my remote students, but she reminds me every day of how she'd rather be in person. And I know we often talk a lot about how teachers should reaffirm their students and their abilities, but Ava is really good at reaffirming me, often during times when I need to hear it. And that's something that I'm beyond grateful for. She does all of this in spite of having experienced some tough losses, which included her father and her uncle in the past year. She has handled adversity with a level of grace and poise that some adults don't even possess. And in a year that has been less than stellar for a lot of us, Ava has been an incredibly bright spot for me and her classmates and is an exceptional example of the attitude we should have when faced with difficult times. So Ava, congratulations. I love having you in class. You know what you and your mom mean to me. So hope to see you soon. Congrats.
Thank you very much. All right, next in line, Miss Vance. And Miss Vance is the nominator, and her nominee is Josh Grisby.
Hi, everybody. Just don't give up trying to do what you really want to do. Where there is love and inspiration, I don't think you can go wrong. Ella Fitzgerald. This quote comes to mind when I think of Joshua Grisby. This is due to Joshua's love for learning and inspiring attitude. Even while being remote, you have been a leader within the class. You log in on time, complete your assignments, and follow classroom rules. Not only do you follow expected classroom behaviors, you go above and beyond as well. Joshua, you always participate in every lesson without failing to give your input on whether you actually enjoyed it or not. If I needed student participation, I know I can always count on you to add a comment or get the conversation started. What I'd really admire is your kindness. You continuously cheer on your classmates and celebrate their success, even over the computer. When I need helpers, you make sure everyone is included and get their chance. Your love for learning can be shown through all subjects, but especially math. It is truly a pleasure being able to teach someone who enjoys learning so much, along with having someone to always make sure my laptop is charged. I know this is not a typical school year, but being able to still see your progress and success was truly inspiring. I am so proud of you, Joshua, and I look forward to seeing all of your accomplishments along the way. Congrats, Josh.
Thank you, Ms. Vance. Third time, he is the nominator and his nominee, and you'll remember this name in your sleep, Autumn Darrison.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, great. Okay, it's a pleasure for me to speak on behalf of Autumn because for these last 3 years, I see a young lady that has demonstrated a lot of talent and creativity, is a good student with loads of potential in many different areas. And I think that Autumn, you'll do well on your next step and beyond. And I know that often we've spoken to you, and as young people, we sometimes think, why do they keep telling me things and saying things? And you hear the old words, well, it's for your own good. We're looking out for you. And pretty much that's true. So even though we want to buck up against authority sometimes when you may feel we're saying too much, I just want to leave you with a quote that kind of ties this together and what I see in you and in what direction you're going. And that is, the secret of successful people lies in their ability to discover their strengths and to organize their life so that these strengths can be applied. And you have so many strengths, and I'd like for you to apply them and move on. So congratulations. And like I started out, it's been a pleasure. And thank you for enduring my technical difficulties.
Thank you, Mr. Jenkins.
You're welcome.
Oh, girl.
All right. Okay. So we got Mr. Jenkins on and we got Autumn on. All right, moving right along, and is Mr. Alexander. He is the presenter and see, let me get this, not presenter. He is the nominator. See, I need to read my own notes. He is the nominator, and Miss Kyra Hernandez is the nominee.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mr. Alexander. I am a teacher here at Lawnside Middle School. First, I would just like to congratulate, all of tonight's winners. All of you guys are excellent scholars, and you've worked hard, and you've been selected by teachers who consider you to be just that. But tonight, I'm sorry I can't be there, but I would like to honor Kyra Hernandez for all of her hard work and dedication that she has put into this school year. She's been a major impact to our classroom. She continues to ask questions and she continues to add to the conversation. I call her, she's the classroom mayor. She started off this year very quiet, but then she ended up with a huge voice. And that's what it's about here at Lawnside. It's about being better. It's about learning. It's about furthering your education. And for that, Kyra, you are my pick for Teacher's Choice Award. Thank you. And congratulations to everyone.
Okay. Again, I just want you just to be impressed with, and each nominator has a different aspect of the young person that they chose to be their nominee. And we're hearing some things in common, but we're hearing a whole bunch of things that are unique to them. And that's just what young people are. It's not one of them that are the same. They are unique. All right, moving on is Miss Sahina. And Miss Sahina is the nominator. See, I got right this time. And her nominee is Isaac Thomas.
Hey, Isaac. So for those of you who do not know me, I am Miss Sahina, and I am Isaac's first grade teacher for the last 5 months. Each day I pick a secret student, and it's kind of funny because that secret student has to meet the Google Meet etiquette, and it has to meet the responsibilities, participation, good role model. And Isaac was chosen as my secret student a week ago today, and I know I picked the perfect teacher choice nominee. Isaac, you have perfect attendance, and you also turn in every assignment. It's completed and it's awesome. You don't miss a beat, and I could not be happier to be your teacher this year. You're kind, you're loving, you're hardworking, and I am so happy to have been part of your life and see you grow and continue to learn. And I cannot wait to see what your future holds for you and see how much more you learn. Isaac, keep up the great work, and let's continue to be that great role model. Thank you.
Thanks, Miss Sahina. Isaac, also
Thank
Bonnie
you.
says congratulations. You know who Bonnie is. All first grade know who Bonnie is. All right, next, Miss Miller. And Miss Miller is the nominator, and her nominee is Drew Harper.
Good evening, everyone. It's Miss Miller. So my teacher's choice this year was Miss Drew Harper. So I haven't seen Drew since last year, but I have thought about her every single day since we left school in March. So the reason why I chose Drew Harper is because even when I was having a down day, I would always bump into Drew, and she would give me some token or some little voice of reason that would make me smile, and she always gave me a smile. And and Drew, you have a spirit in you, honey, that I don't want anyone to ever take away from you. You give joy wherever you go. So remember to always keep joy in your heart, and don't let anyone ever break that spirit. So the quote I have for you tonight, Drew, is a joyful heart is the normal result of a heart burning with love. So that means you're filled with love, honey. And she who gives the most joy. So keep on shining, Drew. And I can't wait to see you, my Drew boo. All right. Thank you.
Go, Drew!
Thank you,
Go, Drew!
You're welcome.
Hey, Juju!
Okay, congratulations, Drew. Next, Miss Weldy, the nominator, and her nominee is Ramaj. I like to hold that last name out, Ramaj Thomas.
Yeah, so I picked Ramaj Thomas, and the quote that I picked for him is, "It's the little conversations that build the relationships and make an impact." And a lot of the time, people think that it's the conversations that we have with the students and our impact on them, but Ramaj has had just as much of an impact on me as someone who gets to work with a lot of the students in the district across the grades and see them from year to year. Ramaj and I have developed quite the relationship over the past few years.
And he is always there to put a smile on my face during his sessions. And he will try anything I ask him to do, no matter how silly it may seem at the time. And he's always there with a joke or a quick remark that very much matches my sense of humor and my wit, I guess. And Ramaj is a joy to have whenever I have him in his group. So I look forward to working with him again and next year and continue all the great things that you do, Ramaj.
Congratulations, Ramaj. Thanks, Miss Weldy. And Ramaj always has a nice word for me in the hall. Hi, Mr. KJ. And he's going to wind up probably one of my favorite linebackers or fullbacks in football. All right, next, Miss Curcio. And Miss Curcio's nominee is Caden Reed.
My nominee this year for our Teacher's Choice Award is Caden Reed. This school year, Caden has shown 100% improvement. He is extremely dedicated, hardworking, talented, and a role model to other students. Caden Reed, I am so proud of you. Keep up the good work.
Congratulations, Caden. Well done. Next, Mr. Hoover. And Mr. Hoover's nominee is Savannah Thornton.
Good evening, staff, students, Teacher's Choice Awardees. For my student, the quote that reminded me of my student is, "Wisdom is not a product of school, but a lifelong attempt to acquire." And the reason why I thought this quote was so important is because these have been difficult times and have required students to think about learning differently and to approach learning differently. And so I picked this student because the student embraced that challenge. The student kind of taught us that school goes beyond just the brick building and the four walls around us. And it's really about individuals challenging themselves to learn under any circumstance. And so for that, this student I selected for my Teacher's Choice Award. And that student is Savannah Thornton. Congratulations, Savannah. You've been doing an awesome job, and keep doing the hard work, because I know that with your work ethic and your ability to adapt and overcome challenges, the sky's the limit. Thank you. Have a good night.
Nice job, Savannah. Next, she's known around Lawnside Public School. She's our middle school math teacher, is Miss B. Miss Bollendorf is the nominator, and her nominee is Nasir Shockley.
So I picked Nasir, and I'm going to start it with a quote. So it says, "Success is a continuing thing. It is growth and development. It is achieving one thing and using that as a stepping stone to achieve something else." So I've had Nasir since 6th grade, and since then I've gotten to see him grow into a student I'm very proud of today. Although he likes to pretend he doesn't like math, and he kind of likes to give me a hard time sometimes, since being back, he has thrived in my class, he has asked questions, and he has helped out his classmates. He is a very bright young man. He can do anything he wants. And I know as he continues his high school career next year, he's going to be very successful. So good luck next year, Nasir, and you will be missed.
Congratulations. Next, Miss DeSandro is the nominator, and her nominee is Jossie Dixon.
Hi, everyone. My name's Colleen DeSandro, and for my Teacher Choice nominee, I selected Jossie Dixon. And the quote I chose to represent Jossie is, "Be someone that makes everyone feel like somebody," by Kid President. The quote, I think, represents her so well because she is a little light. She lights up the room, whether it's virtual or in class. She is a pleasure to be around. She is a delight to staff, students, myself, anyone she comes in encounter with. She is truly a pleasure, and we enjoy, and everyone enjoys her. All right. Congratulations, Jossie. You deserve it.
Thank you, Mr. Sandro. Congratulations, Jossie. All right. Congratulations. Great job. All right, next. Mr. Carpenter. He's the nominator. And his nominee is Avion Tinley.
Good evening, everybody. I just want to say congratulations to all the nominees out there. You guys are all wonderful kids.
And I have a pleasure to see you guys every single day, every single student on here. Tonight, my TCA goes to Avion Tinley. This is my first one here at Lawnside because last year I came in January and I had 2 months to see Avion, and I'll tell you what, he's got so much positive energy. He's right up there with me with the energy level. I thought we connected in them 2 months that I saw him. And then this year doing virtual, my man was always the first one logged on. He was 15 minutes early during his lunch period logging on, and I had my computer on, and we would just sit there and just have conversations about sports, and, you know, always had his work done first. Never complained about phys ed on the computer or health, anything like that. But my man always did what he was supposed to do, and he did me a huge favor this year. And I can say millions of things about this kid, and I can't wait to see his success in the future. So I'm very proud of him, and keep up the hard work, and great job, Avion.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Carpenter. Congratulations, Avion. Look, we're going to depend on you to get that backup center to Embiid for us for the playoffs. The name that's known in Lawnside Public School and Lawnside community, 2 names, Coach Norm. And Coach Norm is a nominator, and his nominee is Samaya Young. Coach?
This is one of the reasons why I picked Samaya, because Samaya, when she first came to our school, she was, you know, real quiet and everything, and she kind of went through some things. But going through those things, I see that she got stronger. And then this year she did a poem, and when she did the poem, it brought tears to my eyes. And every time I see her, I remind her of how great she is. She reminds me of this one thing, which is a lemon. And with a lemon, it's 2 things, 2 ways that you can do. You can allow the lemon to be sour, or you can add sugar to it and make it sweet. Everything she's done is she added some sugar to it. So she's becoming a great young lady. So that's why I picked her, because she never gives up. No matter what the obstacles are, she always goes over. So continue to be that young lady that you're growing up to be.
30 on the scorecard, but number 1 in the hearts of Lawnside Public School, Mr. KJ. And I'm the nominator, of course. And my nominee is Mr. Timothy Ross. There's a lot I can say about Timothy. Timothy and I first met him when he first came into school, and then we were together in Miss Brown's 3rd grade language arts class, and he and I did some work. And Timmy was always a polite young man, always a good guy and everything. But here's the thing with Timmy, I could not get 2 words out of him. Well, that kind of continued on, and we would say hello in the hall and everything. And then in 7th grade especially, 6th grade too, but 7th grade especially, I was working with Miss Washington in her language arts class, and we were studying about Jackie Robinson. And I heard some comments and some conversation he was really into, and I said, "Who's that new student?" And I looked around, and it was Timmy. And what I'm really appreciating about you, TJ, is your growth. Your growth as a person, your growth as a student, your growth as a participator, and also you get high stripes for laughing at my jokes. And you actually, and you're not faking the laugh. That's what I like about it. So we'll see what we can do with you about grade time. Also, seriously though, Timothy, TJ, and I like to call him TJ, is a student that everybody should have. And one thing you know, when you're next to TJ, you just automatically bond to him. My quote for TJ is this: as iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. And what that means is, first of all, we need to be in positive contact with one another and not just be in each other's presence. But TJ does what that iron does to another piece of iron. It keeps you sharp. TJ always keeps you on the ball. TJ always has a unique, interesting insight. And maybe still he doesn't say a lot, but when he says something, he's like E.F. Hutton, you got to listen to it. And usually it's got some nice wisdom to it. So, and especially Timmy and I found out, TJ and I found out we have another love, and that's baseball, and he is a baseball player. I'm looking forward to you playing with Haddon Heights. And then down the road, I want you to play second base with the Philadelphia Phillies. We might actually get someone who can catch the ball in that position. So congratulations, TJ. Enjoy TCA. And I just want to say one more thing, and that's this. TJ, you had a tough fight. I had at least 6 or 7 people that I would felt very comfortable being my Teacher's Choice nominee. But here's my final explanation why you won out. This year, you felt right. Congratulations. We have had all 30 TCA nominees, TCA winners. Congratulations to all of you. You were in tough competition, and not really competition. There were, like we said earlier, a lot of people that could have won out, a lot of other people that could have been chosen. And it doesn't mean that the people that didn't get chosen weren't worthy. It's that we only had 1 vote. I'd just like to give some great thanks to, first of all, Mr. Gordon and Miss Riley, who always make me look good, followed closely by the Lawnside Public School staff that always make me look good, and also not only by the nominees, but by the students at Lawnside Public School, who always make me look good. So, I mean, there's just a lot of people that make me look good, and by myself would not be. I also want to give thanks to Dr. Johnson. We said this was the 10th annual Teacher's Choice Award night. And I came to Dr. Johnson 10 years ago and asked about the possibility of having Teacher's Choice night. And in Dr. Johnson's way, what he said, yes, and he let me roll with it. And he's always backed me. He's always supported me, just like the staff, just like everybody here. I'm telling you, this is not a one-man operation. And guess what? This man is not that one man. It's everybody. So this is a celebration first of our students and a celebration of my colleagues and everybody that makes this possible, because last thing I'm going to say, I would look very foolish sitting in a room with nobody around me, no nominees, and just talking to myself, even though I always agree with myself when I do that. All right, so thank you, community. Thank you, parents. Thank you, nominees. Thank you, participants. Thank you, staff. Thank you, administration. Thank you for everybody that has made this a great night. And for me, of all the 10 Teacher's Choice, this is special just because of the climate we're in right now. And thank you, Mr. Gordon and Ms. Riley.